So this definitely isn't anything major, but there was a fun little moment I noticed while watching tonight's Rangers-Nashville game. On a scene transition, MSG was trying to display player names off the face-off, at least that's what I assume happened, but instead they also showed a behind-the-scenes technical preview meant for the broadcast booth. You'll see at the top, this says Optics Preview. I think it's interesting because it gives us a good look at not only what goes on behind the scenes, but also all the tools available to the broadcast team. You can see, for example, that the puck is always marked by an X, which I'm sure is helpful. Maybe the commentators even use this too. The players have their numbers next to them. For example, H57 would be home 57, i.e. Dante Fabro, while A93 would be Mika Zibanejad on the away team, the Rangers. I just thought it was a really interesting look at what people see behind the scenes. Other things I noted is that the ice surfaces are all identified. I also noticed that the board ads were flipping out a bit, as were the ice ads, which I actually didn't even realize were digitally added. But yeah, very interesting. Definitely not the only sort of technical issue I've seen. I mean, this is very small, and when you broadcast, over 1,000 NHL games a season, there's going to be hiccups, and honestly, as a fan, I love that. Unfortunately, not many of them make their way to YouTube. I do remember once on Sportsnet, they accidentally cut back to a camera showing the inside of the studio during play, and it showed people watching the game. That was interesting. Hot mics are pretty common. There was one situation where we saw Ferraro ripping out a bunch of people. I covered that before. I'll link to it up above. If there's any other situations please not only let me know down in the comments what happened, but if available, also include a video link. As for the game itself, as the time I'm recording this, Nashville is up 1-0 against the Rangers. The Rangers only allowed 4 shots in the first period. I thought they looked overall pretty good, but pretty good certainly doesn't win hockey games. The one goal, by the way, was a beauty scored by Juuso Parssinen in his first ever NHL game, although Laff was caught playing as a D-man, which is not a situation you want to be in as a skilled forward.